Nothing but amazing, Robin. Congratulations.
The families and the friends, the VIPs, everybody. Are you ready to swim, to bike, to run? Everybody scream!
Welcome back to my channel. If you are new around here, please do hit the subscribe and just try and help out my channel grow. Let me know in the comments kind of what other content you want to see. But apart from that, yeah, let's get straight into the video. For the 70.3 itself, we stayed in a little village or town just outside of Vitoria-Gasteiz. The actual place was quite expensive to stay, so myself and Maya, we just stayed in a little hotel about 30 minutes away, just south of the place. We flew into Bilbao on the first day and then drove down with a hire car that we hired out for about 6 days or however long we were there for. And so yeah, this is just us picking up my 70.3 bag, my bib number, and just checking out all the information place, as well as checking out the IRONMAN store where I just picked up a few t-shirts, although be prepared because all the stuff in there is very expensive if you haven't been to one yourself. And yeah, we just kind of checked out. It's a lovely, quite historic, kind of medieval town or city or town. And yeah, they're just showcasing some of their culture. I can't remember exactly what day it is. I'll put a thing about what day the celebration was for this event. But yeah, let's get into it.
Yeah, he's not exactly the most cycling attire you've ever seen in the world, is it? This thing sounds so like obnoxiously loud, like when you spin it.
We managed to visit a few places around Vitoria. We managed to go to San Sebastian on one day, Bilbao on kind of the last day, and then a few other small villages and towns just around the place, and it was absolutely lovely. A load of really historic, lots of culture. Food was absolutely amazing, and yeah, this is us just going through Miranda to Ebro, just for the to watch the football game and get some tapas. I have to say, driving on the other side of the road, especially in busy places like San Sebastian, was definitely something that took getting used to. This is just me just testing out the water just on the Friday before race, so 2 days out. Managed to get down to the lake a few times and just go out for a swim. Just meant that actually come race day, I was feeling really confident, and the water out there was absolutely lovely. So yeah, I couldn't have been more happy because my swim was definitely my kind of weakest part going into this race. So yeah, I was really really happy that I got out and just kind of calmed a bit of nerves. So yeah, I got to the first T1 place just at Landa, which is where the lake is for transition. Just put my bike into transition and put my stuff into the red bag, which had all of my cycling stuff in. Blue bag. And then making any kind of last minute adjustments to the bike. I had TT bike, clip-on TT like aero bars on my bike. I just got these from Decathlon. I've used them at other races, but I just really felt it put me in quite an uncomfortable position. So just for anyone who's kind of new out there, you don't particularly need them. They do help if you can get them in the right kind of position for your body, but if you're not comfortable like I wasn't, I just didn't use them, and I was actually able to go still quite fast on the bike even not being in a TT position, so I wouldn't worry too much about it, especially if it's something that's not quite comfortable. So yeah, that was just me putting in my my running shoes into T2, which was in a different location to T1. This T2 was over in Vitoria, right by kind of the finish line. Yeah, this was just us having a big feast just for the race the next day. So for fuel inside, I tried to go for about a gel every 20 minutes. So I tried to do it as soon as I got out to swim, and then every 20 minutes after that. which looking back, I kind of wish I'd gone for more of like chewables, so the gels kind of made me just a bit sick, and it didn't matter how much water I used because I just could not seem to clear that kind of sickly taste that sometimes the gels can have. So just for anyone who's kind of new to triathlons like myself, that's something to definitely think about, is kind of just having a mixture of gels and stuff to eat, and then I just kind of used the Precision 1500, the kind of sodium packets that you can get. Although kind of for the race and stuff like that, it wasn't quite as hot, it was quite shaded, so I didn't actually sweat as much as I thought I would, so maybe that's something to think about as well for my next race, which is just, yeah, I didn't quite sweat as much as I wanted, and so it kind of like almost took on too much salt on board, which might have caused my kind of later medical issue that I kind of had with my, I think, intercostal muscles or diaphragm or something, which caused a lot of pain during the run. So yeah, it's definitely something I'm going to take away from this race. Although yeah, I'm just very kind of, yeah, I'm just very happy I was able to do kind of sub 6 in my first ever 70.3, even with kind of a medical issue and the heat and just being so new to triathlons and stuff like that. So I was just very happy that I was able to do it, especially with me walking in the half marathon. So yeah, very happy. And actually my biggest takeaway was I was happiest with my swim for the day, which is something I was definitely not expecting going into this race. So yeah, kind of looking forward to building for my next race, which is hopefully just kind of sprint triathlon. Definitely think they kind of suit my kind of skill set a little bit more than the longer distance. I definitely think the 5k and the 2.5k for the super sprints definitely suit my kind of ability, especially someone who's a little bit younger than most people who are competing at these 70.3 and full Ironmans. But eventually, yeah, I'm going to look at possibly Austria Ironman, which is 13th of June for 2027. Looking at trying to do a full Ironman. I'm just going to have a quick look around. I kind of want a late swim if possible, and then a fairly flat run just because it kind of suits me, and maybe a flat cycle if I can, although a lot of these courses do have fairly hilly or rolling courses. But yeah, mainly a flat run and a late swim. So yeah. So today's Monday. This is kind of the day post my 70.3. Currently just kind of packing. I don't know what you can see from the camera, but yeah, just kind of getting bike in the bike box and just kind of packing, and yeah, just trying to relax after quite an intense day yesterday. So I thought I'd just kind of go over kind of what went well, just a quick briefing. I'll go into a bit more detail maybe a bit later on in the video. But yeah, a little bit of just detail about kind of how the race went and everything. So yeah, swim was really good. Really, it's a really scenic lake. We managed to get in there on the Friday, so 2 days before the race, and we also went there on Saturday just to kind of sit down because it's a lovely kind of nature reserve, I think it is. So yeah, I went for a nice swim kind of on the Friday. It helped kind of calm the nerves, and then come race day, we got told it was 24 degrees, and I believe 24.2 degrees, and I believe the maximum temperature is 24.5 degrees. So I was really happy that it was a wet street race. I think I would have been fine even if I had to kind of swim in my tri-suit, but to have that extra comfort that I could have my wetsuit was definitely a good way to start the race. So yeah, out of the water in 38 minutes, I believe. So I was very happy with that. It was a bit choppy even for a lake. I don't know if anyone else has done the Vitoria race before or did it kind of on Sunday, but yeah, the lake was actually quite choppy, so it kind of felt a bit more like a sea swim but with fresh water. So yeah, very happy with that. Got out, got on the bike, and I don't know, I think I just wasn't expecting so many hills. It was only something like 600 meters elevation, but some of the hills were really quite killer, and I think I pushed it a little bit too hard, and about kind of 60k into the bike, I could see from my splits that my legs just completely dropped off after about 60 kilometers in. Maybe just didn't do enough kind of training beforehand. But yeah, kind of about 60k in, legs just completely went, and it just meant up those hills and even just coasting down, it just wasn't quite comfortable enough. And also I couldn't quite use the tri bars. I just really didn't get on with them. I think just put myself in a bit of an unnatural position, and it really just started to hurt every single part of my body. So I just kind of stuck to the handlebars, managed to do okay. Think I might look again, maybe a bike fit or something, or looking at a TT bike in particular, and then just keeping this as a casual kind of road bike. So yeah, then managed to get onto the run, and yeah, at the start of the run, I was having some real issues. I don't know if it was the heat or kind of the whole day in total, but I had some real issues in my intercostal muscles, I believe it is, or was it might have been my diaphragm, but I think I strained one of my muscles somewhere around here. I'm not particularly a doctor, but I was having real pain, a bit like a stitch, but it stayed with me for the whole half marathon, and I was having real problems breathing. And so about 2 kilometers in, I actually ended up walking, because I genuinely, it was not a fitness thing, I just could not move. I just could not continue. My lungs, it was really painful to exhale, and so yeah, I had to just drop out for like a little bit, kind of just walked for a decent bit, just tried to get my heart rate down, tried to go to as many of the aid stations as possible. Probably should have gone to medic, but I just thought a medic might disqualify me from the race, so I was just kind of like, I'll just try and stick on with it. I've come all this way, I've paid all this money, let's just continue with it. So I pushed myself through probably the hardest 2 hours of my life, and I think I completed it, half marathon, in 2 hours 10, which would have been a mixture of kind of running for a kilometer, kind of running, holding my chest like this because I couldn't breathe and it was really painful, pushing myself to limits that I definitely wasn't quite sure. I put myself in a bit of a dark place, and yeah, but managed to kind of almost crawl across the finish line and complete it in just under 6 hours. So yeah, I think looking back, I think next time, I think I got my fueling about right. Probably could have done with, I kind of fueled only on gels. I'll show a little bit more. I'm sure I've showed a little bit more, and kind of fueled with gels. So maybe for my next race, I'm going to look at mixing between kind of solids and also gels, just so I don't get as sick. And yeah, but yeah, for my next race, I think putting a lot more work in on the bike, and then actually during race day, keeping it as controlled as possible, even with the hills, because especially with the hills on this course, not that it's a particularly hilly course, but with the hills, I think I pushed a little bit too hard, and that completely just fried off my legs. And then when I got to run, it's kind of like running with jelly legs, where they just don't want to work and they're completely painful. Plus having some breathing issues did not help at all, and with the heat. So as with all the excuses that I have, you know, it was an absolutely fantastic race, and I couldn't have been more happy with just getting over the finish line, getting sub 6, swimming at, I think it was around 2:02 pace, which for me, for 1,900 meters, was absolutely amazing. I was super happy with it, and actually I found it was the most dreaded part of the Ironman for me was a swim, and come race day, it was completely my favourite part. And for any beginners, I think Vitoria-Gasteiz is by far, not that I've done any other ones, but it is definitely one that I would really recommend. The crowds along the way were absolutely fantastic. There's aid stations so often in the run that it helped me so much. And yeah, the bike course was absolutely scenic, apart from it being really windy, which was absolutely killer, especially on the hills. But yeah, really happy with it, and can't wait to do my next one. And hopefully at some point we'll do a full Ironman, so hopefully make a video on it. So if you did enjoy this video, please do hit the subscribe button, and yeah, well, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.